This is LEGO Creator 3-in-1 Space Shuttle set number 31134. With a retail of $10 USD, this is an affordable set that comes with multiple build options. On the back, you can see 2 ship builds and an astronaut build come with it. These actually gave me about 2 hours of fun with it, and for a $10 set at 144 pieces, I really can't complain about that. Right now, I'm going to get into opening up the box, but if you're interested in seeing the other ship build, that's available on my channel in short format. Please check it out. Within the box, you can see it's coming with 2 bags, and then it comes with 3 booklets. Here, you can see the space shuttle, we got the moon man, and then we got the other ship, and a base plate. For this video, I'm going to get rid of the 2 other instruction booklets, and we're going to focus on the actual space shuttle, which I think is the best of the 3 in here. Even though the other 2 were a lot of fun, the space shuttle, for being a $10 space shuttle, actually looks pretty darn good. And here you can see all of the pieces. Getting into the actual build, I actually wanted to share some thoughts on the build process this time. Usually I'm pretty silent over these, but I don't know. I feel like for the viewing experience, it might be better if, I give you some of my actual thoughts like an actual review. So whenever building the set, even being an adult, some parts of the build had me thinking about, how do I properly place this piece? I was looking at the booklet and actually getting confused of how this goes on the ship. So that's one thing. It's definitely a challenging set. It's not one of those $10 sets you're gonna pick up and do just boom, 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 boom. So if you're older, it's still a good set for you. Right now I'm doing the front end of the ship, and honestly, in my opinion, the front and the rear of the ship were the most fun to do. Those were the parts that I felt like you were actually building. In the middle of this, you're gonna see that the base plate, it gets pretty flat, and you're pretty much just putting, 1x2 like studs on it. You're putting the red, the blue pieces on it, and it feels like more like a puzzle than anything. It's not like you're actually building something, but whenever you're on the front here and actually making the ship shape, very enjoyable time. And since this was the Creator 3-in-1, I actually did all 3 of the builds. Well, 2 of them. I did the ships. I need to do the moon man. I was tearing them apart and my thumb started hurting, and I was like, man, I really do not want to tear this apart again. So eventually I will get to the moon man, but the other ship was actually a lot of fun, and it had a lot of movement to it like this one does, which was pretty enjoyable. And right now you're gonna see the part that I was talking about, to where you get to the base plate and you're just putting down a lot of flat pieces, making it. You do see this at the end. They will stick out on the side, so it is an important part of the build. But if you got like big adult hands, putting these like small pieces down is very difficult for you, but I still enjoyed it. After you're done with the base though, you do get to move on to the rear part of the ship with the thrusters, and I do think that the rear part of the ship is a lot of fun. Even though you will see with the thrusters, I do get a little confused. I put them on wrong and it takes up some time, but hey, that's all the fun of building Lego, is little mistakes and actually the process of building it, is it not? Here, this part that I'm building is actually the part that's gonna hold the thrusters, and then I'll set it down on the rear of the ship, and it gives it that nice shape. And honestly, these little parts were the most enjoyable, because you're making things, with very little pieces that, in my opinion, have a lot of detail for what they are. Apologies for the camera shake there. I had definitely bumped my tripod for my overhead rig, and yeah, I just wanted to apologize for it. Here you can see the part that I was talking about with the thrusters. I had put them on, but backwards. Completely reverse, and I had kind of felt dumb in the moment, but you can also see here, I'm putting those small ones on the parts that move, and those are supposed to be the big ones. And I find this out later whenever I go to make the doors for the side of the shuttle that close in, because I didn't have two little ones, and I'm looking at the big ones, and I just go, oh. If you've built Lego, you know that. Oh. Feeling all too well. Just got that flag up there. Love the little flag. I didn't think I would like it. Thought I'd like it better closed, but with the flag, it looks very cool. And right now you can see I'm doing those sides that I talked about where I figured out I needed the two small ones from the rear. And this is really the only repetitive part of the build, and it's not even very repetitive. I mean, I enjoyed these parts as well. So I'm taking those small ones off, putting the big ones on the rear. I'm gonna get my side doors on, which is a little bit tricky, and then it's done. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, stick around. There's more in the future. And remember, everybody, stay crazy.